Hi and welcome to the channel. As you just have seen, I have got some new tooling for the shop, or accessories if you can say so. It's some new bench vises. They are from Heuer, Brockhaus Heuer, German made. In my book, the best vises you can buy. And why? Well, these vises are drop forged, so they are made of true steel. They are heated up and formed to this shape and made out of real steel, not cast iron like many other vises are made of. This makes the vises super strong, and they will almost last forever. This is a vise you will buy, you will pass on to your children, and they will pass on to their children. German made high quality vise with a lot of nice features. I have gotten a 160mm, a 100mm, and a Heuer compact. I will talk about this in another video, I think, but it's also a very nice little vise for some applications. It's not as strong as the standard type, of course, but it has some unique features as well. What I like about the Heuer vises is, besides their build quality, is they have a quite slim design. You know, the main body, or the ground, or the core of the vise is quite slim, and the jaws reach out and make a lot of room for your parts or work you are gonna hold up in the vise. Not many vises with this clamping force, with this opening, are this compact in the overall design. So that makes it a very capable vise. The moving jaw, which are moving extremely smooth, are guided in those machine ways you see here, top and bottom. Beautiful work on each side, and it will of course wear over time of everyday use, but because these are made with some good thoughts in mind, they are made so you can adjust how tight or how much slop there will be in the vise, or you can remove anywhere, so to say. You just tighten the bolt, the nut, and then you will move this piece closer with this piece, and then we'll clamp against the movable jaws and remove any slop that way. So a great way to make the vise feel super tight and smooth for a long period of time. Inside of the jaw you have these jaws for pipe or tubing or round stock, so you can hold it with extremely high force. This model is the one with movable jaws. These are I would say the rough ones for holding parts where you don't need to take care of the for the surface, but they have extremely good grip. I also got some other jaws where there is a sort of V horizontally and vertical for mounting round stock as well. And because this is a well thought out design, it's bolted with the bolt heads on the outside. Some vises have their heads or jaw heads on the inside, and that way when you clamp a part, you will over time destroy the heads, and then it can be tough or hard to remove when the head will be damaged. Also, this vise has the new handle where you can tighten the screw, and then you can lock the handle wherever you want. That's a nice thing if you mount it over a drawer cabinet like this, where the handle can be in the way of when you open the drawer. Sorry. So also another nice feature, especially if it was mounted where my old vise was. But I just ordered and got the Heuer Lift, which I will be mounting on the side of the workbench, and it will make this vise capable of rotate 160 degrees and move up and down 200 millimeters. So a nice addition to the shop, where I will get more space on the workbench and have a much more capable setup, where I will have a much better capable vise setup. And this little cute 100mm vise is of course with all the same features except the movable jaws, but it's also a very nice little vise built with high quality as well. And you know, the paint job is just I really love this hammered effects paint. It's just beautiful. And this will be mounted on the other lister cabinet. So if I have something in this vise and I need another, I will have this. Or if I have, you know, just some smaller parts, and where I don't need the large clamping force or surface, I will use this. Another thing I got for the 160mm is something that I have been watching for a long time, or I have thought about a solution for this, especially at my work, where I used a similar vise and also heavy parts, but I never came up with anything this clever. Or of course also a brand, a product made from the Brockhaus Heuer, so it fit perfectly in the holes where you mount it. And then, I don't know if you can see it, yes you can see it. And then you can move this. There will of course be one on the other side as well. And then you can open the jaws. Keep in mind this vise is not mounted on the bench at the moment. But then you can move this one on each side, and then you can, if you have a large workpiece, you can move it and it will rest, and then you can with these close the jaws, tighten it, and then it will be fixed. Normally when I come with a heavy workload, I will mount it and then I will struggle with my knees to try to tighten the jaws, because I lack, you know, something to rest the part on. So this is super simple but genius. It's a must if you do some heavier work and you are alone in the shop, and yeah, you know, it just makes a lot of jobs way easier. So that's gonna be a time saver and a life saver for me, for sure. But enough about this vise. Again, I will talk about the compact vise in another video, I think. So it's not this is not gonna be too long and boring. But now I will take a look in the box with Heuer Lift, and then we'll take a look at that. Now I have mounted it, just temporary, but it was just to see how it will, how it looks, and if I like the placement on the workbench. But so far I'm very pleased with the result. Of course, I need to mount it with proper bolts going through the top plate, but it's out of the way from the workbench. I can rotate it in every orientation I want, so I can actually stand right here on the other side of the vise, behind the vise. I never tried that before, so that's a super nice feature. And because it has a spring-loaded or gas piston inside, it will raise automatically, and I only need to apply force downwards a little bit to push it down. And like the rest of the vise or the products from the Brockhaus Heuer, they have things about their brand or their tools. So this handle is free spinning, so it won't get stuck in anything you're working with. So it's a spring-loaded handle where you need to push it inwards, and then it will engage, and then you can loosen or tighten it. Super nice. That's something I'm really glad I bought as well, to get it away from the work table. They do make some other options as well where you can swing it inside the table, but I have not room for that here. And again, the exchangeable jaws with a V or a prism, where you can mount something round from vertical or horizontally. This is something I'm gonna really like having, and I missed on the old vise. I'm also gonna buy one of their magnetic set where you have some made in softer materials for when you are tightening parts that where you don't want marks in. So guys, this will be the end of the video. I will soon make another video about the Heuer Compact, which has some very nice features as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed taking a look inside the box with me. I hope that you can, even though it's through the screen, see the quality and effort they put into making such high quality product in Germany. This one is just, it's beautiful. It's almost like a shame putting it into use, but that's what it's made for, so of course it will end up being used. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more Brockhaus Heuer vises. Bye bye.